Hello everyone, welcome to my new video series on how to get started with web design in 3 simple steps. I'm very excited to start this series. This video series itself is aimed for absolute and extreme beginners. A new year is upon us, it is 2017, and if you are running a home business and you feel that a website will benefit you, or if you have a hobby, a photographer, a fisherman or anything like that, and you feel you want to just share your pictures and your stories with the world, you've come to the right place, because by the end of the series I'm going to show you how to install your own web server free of charge without having to pay any hosting company, as well as how to set up a basic website, make it available for you to use. It's a pure CMS system with drop and drag features. Once you're in the back end, everything else will make complete sense, that I promise you. And again, I'm just reminding you, this is the extreme beginner's guide on how to get started. Once you have all these tools in place, you'll be able to mess around with the back end and start developing the site for yourself. Okay, so let's get started. The first thing we need is a program called Zamp, and you can download it from apachefriends.org. I will make sure that all links I use are provided in this short course, so you can gain quick access to them and get downloading. Okay, again, a quick reminder that this course is done in Windows itself, so all the programs we'll be using will be Windows compatible. If you're sitting in Linux or if you're sitting with Mac, you would download those versions of the software. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to download Zamp for Windows. The download link is right here. You got the button, you click on that, and the download is going to start immediately. As you can see, it's begun over here. I'm going to cancel that because I've obviously downloaded it already. I have it on my desktop. I'm just going to minimize it here, and here we have it. Okay, so this is the first thing we're going to do, is install our Zamp server. So let's double click on the exe and run the program. Once it starts up, we're going to go through the command prompts. Yeah, it's just warning us, hey, if you've got an antivirus, be careful, it might cause some problems. Just click OK, and just click OK on this as well. That's for your control panel, and let's start the install. Right here we have the setup section where it comes with all the different components and modules and languages needed to run the program itself. Apache is a must-have. That's going to be our web server, and we're going to work with MySQL, which will be the database. Okay, so those are must-haves, and we just, like I said, we're going to leave everything else ticked just in case I decide to make a different video series or an extended one later on in the year. So let's click next, and now we get to choose our installation path. By default, it's going to go to the C drive, Zamp folder. You can obviously browse to a different location. You might not have enough space there. You want to use your E or D drive and all that. But you can just, right now, I would suggest the folder is small. Just use your C drive. I'm going to keep it where it is, and I'm going to just continue with the installation. I'm going to deselect that, and I'm going to click next, and I'm going to start the installation. While this installation goes on, I'm just going to chat to you a bit about the platform we're going to be using. The platform in question is Joomla itself. There are a ton of different CMS programs out there available. In fact, on the screen here with this Bitnami for Zamp startup picture, you had a couple of logos there: WordPress, Drupal, PrestaShop for an online shop. These are all options that are available for developers to use. Okay, we're using the third one here, Joomla, and like I said, everyone's got their own preferences, and this course itself is just covering Joomla right now as an option for a web design platform itself. It's CMS based, so it's a drop and drag system. It's really fun and easy to use, and I hope you're going to find this series really helpful in setting it up and you're able to navigate through the back end. If not, there are a ton of resources available on the net, and I'll probably create a more in-depth course on how to use the backend later on as well. Okay, so while this installs, I'm going to just pause the video, and I'll be back once it's finished. If any sort of pop-ups occur during the installation, I'll be sure to resume it and just follow the steps live on the video for you guys. Okay, so as you can see, my installation processed quite fast. In fact, it was only like about a minute after I paused the video it had finished, and it's successful. Right here you can see it says, do you want to start the control panel right now? I'm going to leave that ticked. I'm going to finish it because I want it to pop up, because this is where we're going to work from. Okay, you get an option to choose your language, keep it as English, and here's the control panel. Now it's vital for you to remember that every time you want to work on your website on your computer, you need to do the two following things. First thing is you have to start Apache, and you have to run MySQL, which is where we will create and control the databases. Once they start up, you'll see this green shades over the text. You know they're working perfectly. If for any reason you're having any problems running Apache, remember that Apache requires port 80, as you can see it over here, and you're probably running a program that's using that port, and more than often it's Skype itself. So you'll need to go onto the Skype website and you'll need to find a way to change your Skype port, or what you can do is you can just uninstall Skype if you know your login details, run the Apache server, and once it takes up port 80, you install Skype afterwards and Skype will find the next available port. Okay, so if you experience any of those issues, that's how you would solve it. Again, if during this course you experience any form of difficulties or are unable to follow anything, please make sure you comment or contact me with a message. Ask them. I'm here to help you guys grow your web skills and start out from the very beginning, so I'll be happy to help. Okay, now once this is done, we need to test it and make sure it's obviously working. So to do that, you're going to open your preferred browser. Mine is Chrome, at Google Chrome itself, and we're going to test it real quick by going to type in localhost in your address bar. And if you type it in and press enter and you get to this screen, you know it is working perfectly. Okay, so once you get this section up and running, you want to work on your database. Now your database will connect to your website installation and store all your information, so this is very important and this is vital for us to do. But before we do that, we're going to get Joomla downloaded and installed onto your web server. So in order to do that, we go to a website called joomla.org, and the latest version as of this video series is Joomla 3.6, and we're gonna just go ahead here. We're gonna start the download available. You're more than welcome to browse through the website. There is a ton of information here that you can read through, and here we have an option, Joomla 3.6.5. it's the latest one, and we're gonna just download the zip file. Joomla is not big at all, it's like 10 megabytes. It's busy downloading, it's got a few seconds left, and once it downloads, you need to get access to it on the downloads directory, and obviously just drag it somewhere that you can access easily, like I got it here on the desktop. And if we open this zip file over here, it's gonna just open up the contents, and this here is your website that you're going to be working with. The backend interface, the drop and drag system it comes with, everything is available in these files itself. So now we need to install it. So to do that, we're going to copy this zip file, and we're going to go to our C drive, the Zamp folder, and we're going to copy it into the actual web server folder itself, which is the htdocs. Now right here in htdocs, you can sort of see this here is all the information that we are viewing when we go to our localhost test. Okay, so now within this folder we actually want to create our website. So I'm just pasting it in there, and now all I'm going to do is I'm going to simply right click, extract the package, and now you can see it's busy extracting. There's a ton of small files, so it'll take a couple of seconds to do, and once it's extracted, you rename the file itself to your desired website. So for example, I'm going to call this website. Give it the name website. And again, if you want to work on multiple websites, you would simply again extract it for the second time, and you would just rename this website number 2, you know, or home site or hobby site, something like that. Okay, so this is how you do it. Now you have different websites all available for you to access on your web server that you can start messing around with and learning the backend. If you make any type of mistake and you completely destroy the site, it's as simple as extracting the zip file and starting over again and working your way around the backend and getting familiar with Zamp and Joomla. Okay, so now just to make sure that that installation has been done correctly and is successful, we're going to go to localhost over here, and we're going to type in / that folder name, which is website. If we do that, it starts to pick up the Joomla installation process, and there you have it. We're almost there. We're exactly halfway from finished. Only thing we need to do now is create our databases, connect them, and verify our Joomla installation. That we're going to cover in the second video, so stay tuned. I will see you there, and of course if you have any questions, do not hesitate to ask, and if you're enjoying this series and want to see more of it, even more advanced ones, please like, subscribe, and share this course with as many people as you can.